As a gal with a channel focused primarily on skincare and skin health, I get asked a lot of questions. What product should I be using? What's the best anti-aging device? How do I get rid of dark spots or wrinkles? And it got me thinking, what are the most common skincare questions out there? So what did I do? I asked Uncle Google. And I truly think that you guys might be interested in some of these questions. So originally I wanted to do 10 questions, and then I realized it's taking way too long. So I decided to do 5, but in the end, there are 3. So these are 3 of the most commonly asked questions for skincare, but I think they're meaningful and I think they may just lend some help. Question number 1, how do I determine my skin type? And guys, this is huge. Understanding your skin type is crucial because it helps you build the right skincare routine. It can prevent some skin issues from arising, and it also ensures that the products and the treatments are actually effective. Different skin types require different things in order to achieve balanced skin, because ultimately that's what we want. Healthy skin is balanced skin. And apparently about 65% of us get this wrong. For example, oily skin benefits from lightweight, oil-free, or gel-based products, whereas dry skin needs hydrating and nourishing ingredients. Whereas sensitive skin really requires gentle and fragrance-free formulations in order to prevent irritation. Using the wrong products for your skin type can lead to trouble. It can lead to breakouts, dryness, irritation, or even excess oiliness. So for example, harsh cleansers on a dry skin can cause a lot of flakiness, whereas really heavy creams on oily skin can lead to clogged pores. And even the active ingredients can be different for each skin type. Oily skin benefits from salicylic acid and niacinamide, whereas dry skin can be really helped by ceramides and glycerin, whereas sensitive skin might only tolerate mild and soothing ingredients like aloe vera and panthenol. So how do we determine our skin type? Now, there are a couple of ways we can do this. One is called the bare face method. Simply wash your face with a gentle cleanser and pat it dry. And then don't do anything. Don't put anything on your skin. Wait about an hour and just observe. Like, look at your skin. So for those who have oily skin, you're going to find a shine kind of right in the T-zone, right down the center of your face. It's mostly the forehead, the nose area, and the chin. And it might even feel greasy. Now, on the other hand, if you're dry, your skin can feel kind of tight, or it might feel rough, or it might feel flaky. And then those guys who are in the middle, combination skin, they can have an oily T-zone where the areas out here can be quite dry. But then there's the normal skin, or really it's the balanced skin. And this is Goldilocks. It's not too oily and it's not too dry. That's the goal. So this process is a pretty good indication of what your skin type is like. Now, if you want to do it another way, you can do the blotting test. So again, it's washing your face with a gentle cleanser and then you pat dry. But this time you're going to wait a lot longer. Wait 4 hours and try not to touch your face. So then you would press a blotting paper or even a thin tissue on the different areas of your face. Press it on your forehead and then have a look at it and see, is there oiliness there? Is your skin irritated? Is it scratchy? And you can do these in the different parts of your skin. And if you want to get super specific, you can actually test your skin. Something as simple as a swab of the cheek or an area in the forehead can reveal the type of bacteria on your face. And that is what determines your skin type. Now, I've done 2 or 3 videos on this, and I will put links to those in the description bar below if you want to check them out. Now, in these videos, I tested my skin and I sent it off for analysis. And then they had this little app that would outline all of the details of the microbes and the bacteria on my face and what my skin type was based on that. The interesting thing is that I did this 3 times and it was different each time. First, I was oily. The second time, which was like 8 or 9 months later, it was balanced. And then I did it again about another 6 or 8 months later and it was dry. Like, I didn't realize that your skin could change. It can. After I had chats with the Skin Trust Club, that's the company that did the testing and the analysis, I learned that it had a lot to do with seasonal changes as well as my diet. I'd made some pretty significant changes in my diet and it completely came through to my skin. And each time I got the results, I then changed the products that I was using in order to get back to balanced. It's really fascinating stuff. And it really goes to show how little we know about our own skin sometimes, because I would never, ever, ever in a million years said that I had oily skin. But I did. Now, the downside is that that particular company is no longer trading. So I have been actively trying to find a replacement. Now, so far, I've only identified one business where I can order a kit online, collect a sample at home, and then ship it back for analysis. They're called LaFleur. Now, they're a US-based company. I am in Ireland, and I'm still waiting to find out if they'll let me buy it and process it from here. fingers crossed, because in a perfect world, I would do this 2 or 3 times a year, because I do know that environmental factors, there's so many things that can have an impact on our skin that I kind of want to stay on top of it. And ain't technology grand? It's just getting easier and easier to do it. The bottom line is you need to get to know your skin type so that you're using the right products. It's important. Question number 2, can diet and lifestyle affect my skin's appearance? Oh, golly, yes, it can. I honestly don't think there's enough conversation about this when people talk about skin health. We talk about products, devices, methods, procedures, but in my opinion, this is way more important than any of those. We're going to start with the diet, because what we eat plays a crucial role in our skin's health. It directly influences hydration, elasticity, aging, as well as common concerns like acne or dullness. I mean, a balanced diet provides essential nutrients that really nourish the skin, but they do it from within. What some people may not know is that there is a connection between our gut and our skin. And in fact, an unhealthy gut can contribute to inflammation, breakouts, or premature aging. And we don't want any of those things. This is not rocket science. Don't you roll your eyes at me. Yes, I'm talking to you. Firstly, it's very simple. Eat a colorful and a varied diet that's full of healthy fats, antioxidants, fiber, and probiotics. That's number 1. Number 2, reduce processed foods and sugar intake. I know you know this. Kind of hard to do. Number 3, limit alcohol and caffeine.
No!
Can I just say,
I don't want this.
These are my weaknesses too. So, I do try to overcompensate in some of the other healthy areas because I like my wine and I like my coffee. And then, of course, the last thing is drink plenty of water. Chances are, guys, you know all of this, but it gets really interesting when you can incorporate specific foods for your skin type. So, for example, oily skin can benefit from omega-3s that you get in like salmon and walnuts, plus zinc, which is found in pumpkin seeds and oysters, if you like oysters. I don't really like oysters. And then probiotics, which is in things like kimchi and yogurt. Now, for the oily skin, it is best to avoid the high GI carbs, which would be like white bread and pastries, as well as fried food. And for some, even dairy. Dairy can be a real trigger for people that have oily skin. So if you have dry and sensitive skin, it is going to love a bit of avocado and a bit of olive oil. And then there are hydrating fruits and veggies like watermelon and cucumbers. And this is really good news for me because I eat loads of those, particularly avocados. Now, it's best to avoid alcohol, processed food, and excess salt. Again, no brainers, but I kind of like them. And for aging skin, and yes, I can be in 2 categories at the same time, it's going to benefit from vitamin C, which you find in citrus and in bell peppers, and then collagen boosting foods like fish and bone broth. And in fact, bone broth is something I've added quite recently, and it's actually kind of yummy. And then the baddies are sugar, processed meats, and excess alcohol. I wonder what they mean by excess. Can I just make that up? And then for those of you with dull or puffy skin, it can be helped by antioxidants that you would find in green tea and dark chocolate, as well as hydrating foods like berries and coconut water. And again, best to avoid too much salt, alcohol, or sugary drinks. Now, I know a healthy diet isn't easy, particularly if you're like me and you grew up in the South where fried food is the norm. So I have to work really hard at it. Don't I, Gary? I have to work really hard to get my veggies in, but I do it because it's really important to my overall health, and it's not even just my skin. So yes, diet is important. Diet is uber important. And the next is exercise. Now this absolutely impacts our skin in so many ways. Increased blood flow from activity delivers oxygen and nutrients to our skin cells, and that's what gives a natural glow. And y'all know I am forever chasing the glow. Exercise lowers our cortisol levels, which reduces oil production and therefore acne breakouts. Then there's just the good old sweating. And it's really good for our skin because it helps to detoxify it. But of course, don't forget, you need to wash your face really well afterwards to prevent clogged pores. Now, exercise also stimulates the lymphatic system. So this is going to help to reduce puffiness and dark circles. Here's a good one. Physical activity increases our growth hormones, and that's what promotes skin regeneration and collagen synthesis. This is going to help maintain firm skin and slow the signs of aging. And skin hydration is actually improved because workouts regulate the absorption of water into our skin cells, and it helps to keep them kind of plump. So did you know cardio improves the glow, yay, while things like yoga and strength training promote elasticity and skin repair. So what I do is I walk every single day for at least 30 minutes. I kind of break it up throughout my day. So I'm getting around 12,000 steps a day. Then I do strength training and lifting heavy 3 times a week at the gym. So staying active with a good balance of exercises really does contribute to maintaining clear, youthful, and healthy skin. And if you're my age, I was 54 yesterday, happy birthday to me, exercise becomes even more important, specifically for muscle and bone density. So guys, get out and get moving. And there are other lifestyle factors like stress levels and sleep quality and even environmental exposure that also have an impact on your skin. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail here because I'm sure you know all about them. And question 3, should I exfoliate my skin? This is a good one. And in my opinion, the simple answer is yes. If you're not already doing this, you will be amazed at the difference it makes to your skin. And it does a couple of things. It helps speed up cell turnover. So our skin naturally sheds dead cells, but this process slows down as we age. So by removing those dull dead cells, it reveals fresher, healthier skin underneath. It unclogs our pores, which means it helps to prevent acne. Dead skin and oil buildup can block our pores, and that in turn will lead to blackheads, whiteheads, and breakouts. It also evens our skin tone and reduces dark spots by encouraging new cell growth. It also enhances product penetration. Those dead cells can block our product. So exfoliated skin means our products are going to work harder for us. And it also improves the texture of our skin. Our skin is actually softer as those rough, flaky patches are sloughed away. And get this, over time, it stimulates collagen production, which is going to help reduce the fine lines and wrinkles and improve the elasticity of our skin. So I guess the real question isn't should I exfoliate? Perhaps it's how often should I do it? And this really depends on your skin type as well as your sensitivity. You just have to listen to your skin because everybody's skin is different. And you need to be careful because it's actually easy to overdo it. Been there. We want the benefits of exfoliation without disrupting our skin's barrier. Protect the barrier. Now, I personally do this every 4 to 5 days. Now, I know many folks out there do it every day. In fact, I used to. I used to use a lactic acid every morning as a part of that routine. But you know, I just came to realize that my skin wasn't any better for it. I think you just have to kind of find the best recipe for your own skin. It generally takes a bit of tinkering, but you can find something that really suits. Now, some people like physical exfoliants. I personally prefer a chemical. Do you remember the St. Ives apricot scrub in the 80s? I mean, I kind of shiver a little when I think about how hard that was on my skin. I was ruthless when in fact I thought I was doing the right thing. And then there was the Buff Puff. Do you remember the Buff Puff? I used that thing all the time, and I swear it just must have just torn the hell out of my face. And imagine my surprise last night when I learned that these products are still in the market. Anyway, if they work for you, great. And the reason I'm such an advocate for exfoliating is because I saw such a difference that it made on my middle-aged skin when I stopped doing it. So a few years ago, I completely destroyed my skin on this channel from tinkering too much. So I had to stop all actives. I mean, all of them for about 10 months, maybe even 12. And when I slowly started reintroducing products again, the thing that changed my skin the most was the exfoliant. I mean, it was incredible. So if you want to know what I use, so my holy grail is Dermalex Self-Esteem Beauty Sleep Serum. It is just packed full of so many goodies. It has glycolic and salicylic acid. It has tons of other ingredients like antioxidants, soothers, hydrators, collagen builders. It's just incredible. So twice a week, I put this on, and then I put on a super thick layer of Josh Rosebrook's Advanced Hydration Mask. And that's all that I use on those days. And I'm telling you, my skin in the morning is brand new. It's amazing. It should almost be illegal, but I'm glad it's not. So if it's something that you're not doing right now, I would give it a go. You can start really gently and introduce it really slowly, and I think you'll be surprised. So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you found this interesting. I did, and I do have a list of a couple of other questions if you have an interest in seeing a number 2, because the sheer volume of time these questions are asked makes it really interesting to me, and there must be loads of people who want a bit of help. So if you're interested in a follow-up video, just leave that for me in the comments below. And if you made it this far, thank you, and leave me a little question mark in the comments so I know you were here. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and we look forward to seeing you at the next video. Bye.
Can't say that. I have it on video.
No, you have to edit that out.
No, it's
you
on
were
video
so
now.
editing that out.
Oh, need to put that in.
Cut.
No, they need to know what you like, Mary.